Alright, so let me tell you this story about a guy called Aiden. Now, Aiden was quite the Instagram grind set dude. This dude was always grinding, in search of greatness, chip on his shoulder, makings of a varsity athlete, etc. Whether it be in fitness or skills or his conquest towards whatever the flip he was working on, this dude was a train. And I'll admit, he was quite the G, and low-key, he's the type of person I would be jealous of, but let's just keep that on the low. But yeah, the thing that distinguished him from the rest of us was his flaming discipline that roared like Godzilla on bath salts. Now, Aiden, to the surprise of everyone, actually had friends despite no lifing self-improvement. And the people near him struggled in that department. So self-improvement, discipline, overcoming their comfort, blah, blah, blah. So what does Aiden do when he sees the people around him struggling? Instead of being a beacon of light, he judges them, he looks down on them, and sees them as pathetic, quite disgusting, just because other people didn't have the same drive he did. And so some time goes by, and Aiden loses his focus and motivation. So he drifts off into bad habits, throws away his discipline, and he stops putting in the work to be better. This probably doesn't feel the best, so you can imagine he tries to give himself grace. It's okay, not everyone's perfect, I'll bounce back from this. I'm just having some days off. It's not that easy, he tells himself. He tells himself this for a week, a month, 2 months, 5 months, who knows how long. And his relatives and friends start to notice his decline. Aiden's friends, whom he would judge for only showing up to the gym once or twice a week, would ask him, "Hey, we haven't seen you at all. When are you gonna start locking in?" And his parents would tell him, "Hey, you gotta go look for opportunities. You gotta get out and do something with your life." And people all around this guy questioned him and critiqued him for his falling off season. And Aiden, in his frustration, would say in his head, "Why don't these people have grace with me? Why don't they understand my situation? Do you know what it's like to be me?" So in the end, Aiden ended up just becoming worse than those he judged, and in his great pride, he stayed in his rut, waiting for things to change. But this story's not about his ending, I'm just including it, because, stories gotta have endings and stuff. But isn't it ironic, though? The same grace Aiden demanded from others, stay with me here, listen up, he himself did not give to those near him. As human beings, we have strengths and weaknesses. Aiden's strength may have been to be more disciplined than his friends, but his friends were probably more loving than him, serving to be better friends than he was to them. And another example, my strength could be my ability to listen to you patiently, but your strength could be to give me words of advice that fix my problems. I could be the most disciplined person and not loving, but you can be the most loving person and not disciplined. I lack love, you lack discipline. And none of us are perfect. And we got to remember that. Sin is a sickness that we're all afflicted with, which means that we are all going to have something ugly within us. Now, how are you going to respond to that? How are you going to respond to others' imperfections? Are you going to see that person for their flaws or shortcomings, or are you going to see them the right way? Okay, what is the right way to see people? Matthew 7 verses 3 through 5. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, "Let me take that speck out of your own eye," when all the time there's a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will clearly see to remove the speck from your brother's eye. And Colossians 1:22, he is now reconciled in his body of flesh by his death, in order to present you holy and blameless and above reproach before him. You want grace for your screw-ups and flaws? Do you want grace for your sins? Give grace to others as it's been given to you. You want to know what the right way to see people is? It's to see them how God sees them. God doesn't see us as our sin. He sees us for who he made us to be, our identity in him. Let's take out the plank in our own eyes before we comment on someone else. And as a matter of fact, we're not even called to judge, but rather correct people in a loving way. If I give myself grace for my shortcomings, then it's only right for me to give someone else that grace as well. How could I be so wretched, incapable of doing something like that when the Lord Almighty has made me holy and blameless through his love? For those who are saved, we are seen as blameless before God. So we have to start seeing people as blameless as well, not for their sin. This is specifically for people who judge other people in the church, but try to adopt this with your relationships in the world, like with unbelievers and stuff. So to finish this off right now, I want you to think of a person who you might find yourself judging or criticizing or may have judged in the past. I want you to look at that person with grace, knowing that whatever they're struggling with does not define them. Let go of the judgmental mindset and to view them with love, because you have just as many flaws, and you wouldn't want someone to see the bad in you either.